Aloha, Lisi here from Journey to Fitness, your posture and pain coach. Today, we're going to continue on with the lower back. On the last video, part 1, I showed you how to roll the lower back with the softball, tennis ball to hydrate the tissue. Today, I'm going to show you how to open up the tissue and lengthen the tissue after you roll on those areas of the lower back. This will increase range of motion and mobility and flexibility of your lower back, allowing freedom so you no longer have the achy, pulling, tugging pain that you experience from too much sitting or too much overuse from a certain activity that you do repetitively. So let's get started. We're going to lie down on your back and do a trunk rotation. What we're going to do is lie down on the floor with your arms and legs extended like a T. You're going to extend the arms out with your palms up and really lengthen your legs and your hands and your fingers. Spread those fingers, relax everything, and just lengthen it out like you're reaching your arm away and your legs away from you. And what you're going to do is you're going to bend one knee towards your chest at 90-degree angle and gently swing the leg over. Now, so some people who sit a lot, this might be it, or this might be it. So this is why you gotta roll on the tennis ball or the softballs, depending on how sensitive your tissue is. You gotta get in there and hydrate the tissue, and you'll be amazed if you don't do the rolling, and this is your max. But if you do the rolling, you'll be amazed. You can go a lot further. I've seen it thousands of times. So this is why I'm doing this video. I really want to share with you the secrets, the tools that will help make your back so much more free. Okay? So make sure you do the rolling and then do this. Don't skip it. Okay? And the goal is to let the leg drop naturally. Now, your knee is not going to touch the ground. Very few people will touch the ground. Mine don't touch the ground. I don't have that extreme flexibility that some people have. And it's just genetically, some people just are a lot more flexible. Okay, so the main thing is that you feel free. You don't feel restricted. You feel a nice little stretch from the fingertip to your hands, to your forearm, to your bicep, to your chest, down to your waist, all the way to your hip, down to your knees and down to your baby toe. You shouldn't feel any torquing or pulling that's too extreme. It should be under a 5. On a scale 1 to 10, the stretch should be under a 5. And that's healthy tissue. And it should be at full range of motion, meaning I'm able to drop my feet, at least my feet, down to the floor. If you're here, you're not at full range of motion. So this is where the rolling of the ball comes in. It really helps you hydrate so the muscle can lengthen. Okay? And once you do that, then you go into the stretch. You want to get it under a 5. So if you're at a 7, just stay here for a little while, breathe into it. Try to relax the shoulder. Tendency the shoulder goes up, slide the shoulders down. Deep breath in. As you exhale, melt the shoulder, melt the back, melt the feet, melt the knees into the floor. Okay. And it should loosen up within 20 to 45 seconds. And if this is too much, just take a little break, come back to the center, tug the knee to your chest. There's no right or wrong or how long you should hold it. Always listen to your body. Everybody's different. And then go back into that stretch again. Okay? It's all about the quality of the movement and the communication that you're doing, that you're creating with your own body. You're talking to it. So you know how much further you can push it a little bit more and breathe a little deeper. The breath is so important. Okay? So make sure once you're done with that, do the other side. And again, people always ask me, how long should I hold it for? It's not the length of time, it's the quality of the stretch. Okay, we'll do the opposite side. And always compare the difference between your left and your right side. There should be symmetry. If there's a drastic difference, you want to address it, because that's when we get injury happens, because one side can move and the other side can't, and that's when we do something more intense and we pull a muscle. So on a scale 1 to 10, always give yourself a number of tightness. Mine feels pretty symmetrical on both sides. It's under a 5. On a scale 1 to 10 for me, it's 4 today. I do feel a little bit of the hip, so that means I need to roll out my hip. Okay, your body tells you, it speaks to you. You just gotta be listening to it. And so knowing that, I'm gonna roll out my hips, which I'm gonna do in my 3rd video to show you, because everything's connected. So you need to roll out your lower back, you need to roll your hips, okay, and then come back. So again, the goal is to get it under a 5 on a scale 1 to 10. Get it under a 5. Anything above a 7, that's when we start to have all type of aches and pain for the lower back. I hope this is helpful. If you need further assistance and coaching, feel free to message me or go on my website to schedule for a free consultation. Until next time, have a wonderful, beautiful day. Aloha.